Yo, 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 I'm back. It's your man King A.D.S. out here in the Inland Empire, sunny Southern California. Out here with my man KULADE in the spot. Very special edition. And man, just we're here vibing today, man. And I wanted to make a video to just capture the moment. You know what I'm saying? This is KULADE that did all the tracks that are on the A.D.S. and GTP Presents Daydreams and Summer Sunsets, and just an amazing EP. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I've been putting up all the songs. I think I'm going to be putting up the final song from the EP, which is going to be showing up a little bit later, hopefully today, and everything. So it was a perfect timing. Cool. It's rare that I get to have a KULADE sighting these days. As
anywhere.
Yeah, in these days it's a little bit different now, as you know, everybody's got families and responsibilities and stuff like that. So you know, it's a little more rare that we actually get a chance to just connect like this. Yeah. So it's real special, and it's real special to me to be able to share that with you. And big shouts to everybody. I hope that you're shaking and moving and getting everything done, and overcoming all your obstacles and hurdles that you are encountering out here in 2026 and beyond. You know what I'm saying? As I've stated in the previous video, that the name of the game, for especially for this year, is pinball. You know what I'm saying? And we the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's been a whole lot going on. And yeah, man, we were just vibing here, just talking about a lot of different stuff, a lot of stuff that's changing in society, a lot of things that's going on with people in general. And so we just gonna freestyle it, you know what I'm saying, and see what kind of energy comes up, you know what I mean. And what were we talking about just a second ago? Actually, I'm trying to remember what we were talking about. We were a lot of things.
Talking about Reverb Nation and Dat Piff.
Oh,
they should bring Dat Piff back.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's an interesting topic.
More
right
regulated,
there.
I guess.
That's an interesting topic, actually. Yeah, for the music peeps, for all the music peeps out there. There's, well, not just music people. This topic could go a little bit deeper about the human having options, right? Especially in the newer times, as we got like these corporate entities, and you know, greed's a factor. You know, all these things are kind of weird. And there's the kind of an unsaid competition thing that goes on, and the deeper the pockets, sometimes people can run campaigns to maybe sour the name or the taste in people's mouths about another movement or an avenue that maybe was working for the individual out there, or maybe the platform that was helping people, maybe it goes out on its own from mismanagement or something like that. But also just, you know, beyond that or the bottom line basically is that people need options, you know what I'm saying. I did an old video called The Choice and the Allotted Option. So sometimes the options that you think you have are actually like the only options, you know, when there should be, if you want to say competition, should be friendly competition across the board, right? So there should be little guys as well, you know what I'm saying. So Reverb Nation, though, was one of those people, I think, that suffered smear campaigns and maybe misunderstanding. We were talking about that too, like misunderstandings and things, and how like when you understand them, that perspective might shift. Like people had a lot of complaints about Reverb Nation and third parties, you know, that would advertise on their site being kind of scammy and stuff like that.
I was kind of thinking about SoundCloud too. Everybody saturating SoundCloud to make it worse than Reverb Nation now.
Yeah, see,
so of the, you know, like making it like more Instagram-ish.
Oh wow, yeah, man. So they started trying to keep up with those trends and then lose their original type of pull, their original type of appeal. Yeah, that's I would say. Yeah,
because you never hear anybody talking about SoundCloud much anymore. I mean, they still do, but you know.
Yeah, and it's a really good platform for discovering artists. It really is, and actually having authentic fans that want to find someone who isn't mainstream or something like that. And so it's a shame if you have it's starting to lose its punch because of maybe some things that are said, or maybe some pressure that they feel, like he said, like KULADE said, trying to change the format to adjust to accommodate like what everyone else does. Then it just becomes like everybody else, and there's no real reason to stay there because it's going to get oversaturated with the wrong type of attention and the wrong type of conversations. So yeah, and that'll
Bots.
be and bots and stuff, and that'll be one less option that you'll have. That'll be something that actually works for you. You know what I'm saying? Versus just the platform and corporate sponsors that are putting money into it for advertising and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say, you know, having an original, keeping that original format, but more or less also just having more of those options that are different and not just trying to conform and be exactly the same as everybody else, which used to be a stronghold for places like SoundCloud and Reverb Nation. In particular on Reverb Nation, a lot of the complaints came from, I believe, third-party entities, which, to be honest, when you understand people that do understand business and just practical things and relationships, I think would understand that language is more like, hey, these are people that you don't know, but they say they're good for doing the business or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you being a hub, you say, go ahead, you can advertise on our platform. Whatever you do with your clients is what you do. So the Reverb Nation themselves wouldn't have control over all of those entities to be making their own good or bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? And so I think I think there was a smear campaign that kind of emphasized those things, and it grew. It grew with the public opinion, you know, which you know, I talk a lot about the crowd and the herd, and that, you know, as an individual, you can't always just go with what the popular opinion is. You're gonna have to search and find things for yourself to see where things lead to, or what's most beneficial, what's, you know, more informative. You get down to the root of the facts. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I think people did follow that wave, and maybe there was some disgruntled people, but they didn't really understand how the pieces could shift around and move, maybe in the music field or in business, and so I think it kind of helped it into its decline of popularity.
Lost its clarity on it.
Right? But I did see these recent times that they're back and they've updated everything, and so for a person like me from the old school and seeing everything evolve to now, I would say that's still good. I would say, you know, it's good to maybe reach out to people on a platform like that too, and maybe turn them on to everything else you're doing in other places as well, and still have that avenue. And then we had MySpace too, right? You mentioned MySpace
supposed to be coming back,
and I thought that was pretty cool.
Completely different from Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, and hopefully they keep the old format too.
I think they are, but
you know,
it's gonna be a more. I think they want it to be more sociable.
Well, I think it was. I think it was pretty to the point. And yeah, man, I hope that you can still personalize your page and put code in there and have it show up and all those cool things. And maybe, you know, whatever the equivalent of, they used to do flash pages too that were real intricate and you know, interactive. So that would be really cool, you know what I'm saying, to see what they do there. And if Tom is involved over there, it'll be a real good thing. I actually got to meet MySpace.
I think it's him and a couple of new people that's going to take over like the foundation of it, but I don't remember their names.
Okay, all right. Well, that's
I think
still...
he's on the back burner of it. He's going to let them run the show, but he's overseeing it. This is what I think.
That's cool. Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, well, yeah, I'm
just
really
what
curious.
I just saw it like the other day.
I think I saw something too, but I do think that I'm really interested to see where things go with that. I really look forward to that. Also, for people that came from, you know, that missed out on that, you know, hopefully you can have a unique experience now. You know what I'm saying? There's quite a few things I've seen revamped like that, but as the corporate model try to get more streamlined and think that they, you know, certain entities, I'm not going to name any names or anything like that, but just seeing the general action that was taking place and seeing how they thought that maybe it'd be fish in a barrel, but the truth is the human being is a little more complicated than that, circumstantial than that, and sometimes you got to go with what fits for you, right? So as an individual, you know what I'm saying? Which is also cool stuff, drifting away from that topic into something else that's happening in pop culture, which I think there was a new X-Files revamp from a different angle released, and with David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson, and I think it's called something like Frankenstein, something like in I think the government is working on hybrids and weird experiments and stuff, which is trippy because I said that to myself. I said, watch some of these UFOs and what comes out of them. They're gonna think it's aliens, but it's gonna be something that we cooked up underground. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird to me that this topic of this seems to be the topic of that premise of the movie was that there's lab experiments going on and that we're responsible for it. And
definitely.
yeah, so that
From the ground shit.
you know, so the new generation, though, which is cool because it was pop culture from our era. We're Xers, so from our era, that X-Files was the shit. And you know, if you're in the next generation, you're in Generation Z or whatever, and you say, hey, we missed out on this experience. I think is a nice opportunity for people to have, to indulge and sharing that experience, and if you haven't seen X-Files from back in the days, you can go and watch that shit from front to back, and it's still good. It's still relevant. All the things that they covered, it was crazy. It was like they were right in the future, and a lot of people said that when it was on too. But but it's still a great series, and they were really good too. Like I didn't realize how good David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson were, and I was like, wow, these guys were acting their ass off. You know what I'm saying? So they're actually really good and stuff. There was something else. Oh, also in pop culture, Hayden Panettiere just passed away, and people are looking at that weird. They're saying, did she go because she started to expose things that were happening to her in the industry, her experiences, and she wrote a book, and supposedly she brought up maybe some of her experiences and stuff. And the next thing you know, she's not with us. She has taken a permanent vacation.
Conspiracy.
Right? So yeah, right away, that's what we are good for. We're good for that, but lots of stuff. But rest in greatness. Hayden Panettiere, I think that it was unexpected that people didn't expect, but I think a lot of brothers had love for Hayden Panettiere. I think a lot of brothers liked her, and because I seen a lot of different people comment on it on YouTube and videos and stuff, and I was like, oh, a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she was definitely a beautiful soul, beautiful woman, and did go too soon. I think she was only like 36, 37. Something like that, before 30, she was young, before 40, So, it's a shame. That should never happen if it doesn't have to. And just deepest condolences to her friends and family. Like they'll see this video, but still, just if they would, this is what I would be saying. Condolences and everything. There's lots going on, and not lots going on out there. In the entertainment, lots going on out there with shifts and changes while you're trying to deal with the challenges so you can adjust, and you need avenues for your roads to succeed, and it all comes down to you. You can't quit, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep pushing. Like sometimes we were just talking about how sometimes a person may have this is how it started. KULADE does a lot of engineering too, and he's often looking for new clients. You know what I'm saying? Very good at what he does, and looking for new clients. And I brought up a business trade part of the business trade that I learned over the years from experience, from seeing it from an artist perspective, and then kind of figured it out. But some of the engineers you work with are not just amazing with sound and music, but also are very personable people and make great relationships. And the projects that they work on with people that they believe in, that are not just good, but they like working on, they often have a hand in pushing behind the scenes to certain avenues. So like getting relationships with show production companies, so on and so forth. And if you ever needed a stamp of affirmation for some of the work that you've been putting in, is how did you get this listing here? How did your product end up in this catalog? So on and so forth. Maybe sometimes an amazing engineer helped plug your material as well. You know what I'm saying? Which shows you the affirmation is like they believed in what you guys were doing together.
Yeah.
You know? So how about sometimes when you don't believe in what you're doing, but you can see that someone else
does, yeah.
already, but we're here to say, time
Keep
to start
going.
Yes, right.
Don't stop.
That's
Keep
right.
pushing.
That's right. It's time to give yourself some credit. You know what I'm saying? Someone
Don't
else.
get down.
Right. That's part of it.
Keep it moving.
Yep. It's a long road. It's a lifestyle.
It's gonna be ups and downs.
Yep. It's a lifestyle indeed. You know, not just a lot of people are like looking for quick fixes and things, and if it works for them, okay. But most of the time, it's going to be part of a steady journey and lifestyle and growth and everything and learning along the way. So but one of the lessons to learn along the way is you're gonna have to start seeing yourself in the light you wish to be. If you don't own some of that inside of yourself, it's gonna be that much harder for you out there, because you won't realize where the love is coming from, where you can connect with that energy that's like yours, that can make more progress together. You know what I'm saying? And here's an example from the outside. The engineer themselves says, man, I really dig this. I really like the artist personally, and I really dig what we did. And they're helping you
Yeah.
and themselves, but they're helping everything by believing in it and pushing it out there to see what can happen. And that actually can help an artist too. If you have a really well-known engineer or good engineer, the people they push it to, those ears will consider that material that much quicker. Like how they say non-solicited material not accepted, right? It's kind of like that. They're already familiar inside, they're legitimate, they've worked together before, so they're not a non-solicited entity. So those ears might perk up from time to time a little bit quicker when it comes from a credible source. You know what I mean? So
don't ever let nobody tell you you can't. There's always somebody listening, no matter where or who you are. If you believe in yourself, it's gonna happen. Just keep it going.
Yep.
I guess that's my only message for today.
Yep, I like that message, man. I like that message. I'm going to end the video here. It's getting kind of long, so I'm going to end the video. But it was very special to be able to share this, part of this moment with you as I'm chilling here with the one and only KULADE from GTP. You know what I'm saying? One of the dopest rappers out here in the Inland Empire. One of the best producers out here in the Inland Empire. You know what I'm saying? And engineers. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, and always part of legacy family from day one. All the way till now, you know what I'm saying? So definitely check out all the GTP stuff. They got an extensive catalog. Yeah, where are you at?
Website is grindtimegtp.com. Grind, GRINDTIME, GTP.com.
Boom.
Everything's on there. Even some legacy family stuff is on there.
Boom. You heard it first.
And by the way, KULADE stands for Keeping Unified Lives Active, Deleting Negative Energy. I kind of changed it back in the day from some of y'all who know me.
See, I'm going to have to put that up on the screen. I'm going to have to put that across the screen when you say that, because I knew that your name stood for something, but I forgot what it was, and I'm so glad.
Keep Unified Lives Active, Deleting Negative Energy.
Oh,
KULADE.
See that?
KULADE.
I like that. I like that so much, man. I really do. I really dig that. And yeah, man. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here. As you can see, I'm braving the day today. I just got the new work van. I have to clean it in and out. It is filthy, and so I'm wearing an old school best junk removal shirt today. That's my junk removal service here in the Inland Empire that I've been helping people with, as I do believe in becoming a generator, more independent as being a generator. You don't have the budget, learn how to create the budget, learn how to create opportunities for not just yourself, but hopefully others as well. But yeah, there's an old school one right here, and this is when Big Blue's on there, but now it's not a blue van anymore. But but nevertheless, still the same around the way, home type of feeling, people helping people, and yeah, wearing this and to brave the heat. I've got the fans on, and I've got my makeshift swamp cooler because my AC is still out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so
hot.
Yeah, so I'm working with it. But big shouts, man. Hey, thank you, KULADE, for doing this video with me.
Sure.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you got anything to say, go ahead.
for all the artists out there, if you need a mix and master, I'm doing one free mix and master so y'all see how I work. So if you need a mix and master, hit me up. I'm at KULADE35@gmail.com. Or go to the website and hit me up. All the info is on there. Thank you. All artists, if you need one, if you want to know how I work, hit that up.
What could I say? That's
100.
supreme game. That was supreme game right there. You want to work with a quality engineer at an affordable rate, this is your guy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to build with everybody. I don't care who it is.
Boom. I like that.
R&B, pop, rap. You know.
You heard it first. Yep. So I think that's going to be the end of the video. Y'all stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Keep elevating. And, man, catch you on the next one. Much love. Peace.